My camera's a little bit foggy, I guess, huh? But I am here at the gun range, pistol range. It's a pretty nice little range here. And while nobody else is here, I'm gonna pick up some of this brass that's laying on the ground. That's what I've been doing, just behind the shooting area. Yeah, that's just some of it. Most of it is for AR-15s, 223 or 5.56. But yep, that's what I'm up to right now. Just picking some of this stuff up. Why is that? Because for some reason I collect everything that I can get for free. And there's some more when it's just sitting there. Brass. I'm gonna pick it up. Came up here shooting with Kyle and Marissa, but I didn't want to video any of that. But I will show you picking up the brass, because that little section right there was all brass when I started. Mostly 9mm, which everybody says, you know, picking up 9mm brass, that's crazy. But I figure whatever I can't use or trade, I will, so you can still see a bunch of it right there, I will just melt down into something else. Maybe into a brass ingot, just for the fun of it. So that is what I am up to on my Sunday afternoon. I can usually do it a lot quicker when I'm not holding the camera, but I figured maybe somebody would be interested in how crazy I am. I do have the ability to reload this if I want. I mostly got that ability, not really if I want to, but if I have to. Well, I can still purchase it in the store. I'll just keep doing it that way. But if it's ever necessary, I have 5-gallon buckets of that sitting at home. And if it's ever necessary, I definitely have the ability to do it. I have done it many, many times. Hundreds and hundreds of rounds I've reloaded and used. I prefer to use brand new brass, but in a pinch, I will use used brass. I'm gonna finish picking this little area up here. I'm gonna grab my stuff. I'm gonna go up here where a couple other people were shooting that I wasn't able to get to. I'll show you what they left behind for me. That's another thing I find a lot of is 22 that were never fired. If I clean them up really good, I don't have a problem. As long as they're not dented or anything, I don't have a problem using them in my little gun. I just make sure they're clean. Seems like people don't really care. 22, oh, it's just a 22, but man, look at that. They just dropped 4 of them, and at the price of these things anymore, in a pinch, you know, In a pinch. I'll always say that. In a pinch, I'll use it if I have to. In a pinch, I prefer not to. But right there, throw those in your backpack, one of your pockets in your backpack when you're hiking and going in the backcountry, and you have a really good fire starter. All you have to do is be able to break that lead tip off. You know, it's a little capsule of fire starter in there. Break that little lead tip off and put that down on your tinder and use your ferro rod to get it lit up. You know, and I picked those up for free, so I don't have a problem doing that. It's not like I paid for them to use them as fire starter. I picked them up. So that's what I've picked up so far that off the ground just today. So 5.56, 9mm, and a bunch of 22. Definitely the 9mm and the 5.56. I'll clean up the 22s. I'll make a good judgment. If they're dented, or like that one, you can see it's dented. So that's definitely just going to go in my backpack. I want to get this stuff cleaned up before somebody else comes and wants to use the range. And the sound you're hearing is the rifle range that's over the ridge, so I'm well protected. Right where I'm at. I want to get this cleaned up as much as possible before somebody else comes along and wants to use the range. So I've been at this for about an hour, and that's just a regular pint jar box, pretty full of just miscellaneous brass. I'm always amazed at how many just live rounds are left behind. So what is that? My eyes aren't as good as they used to be. Anyway, I'm just always amazed at how many are just left behind. They drop them on the ground and either they forget about them, and I get the 22s. You know, those are, drop them on the ground and, oh well, it's just a little, a couple pennies. But when you're looking at the rest of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for those, that's a pretty penny. I don't know. I guess some people just have more money than I do, but I don't know. That one, yeah, it dimpled. So I get that one. That one's dimpled, and it's just going to get tore apart. I'll tear it apart. And that one's not. But, yep. All's good if I get to keep it, all right? I'm gonna get ready to head home. I'll probably head up to the long range, the long gun range, and then just see what kind of brass is up there, if there's anything big. I'm not gonna pick up a whole bunch of more little stuff today. Getting pretty late. I need to get home, get ready to go to work tomorrow. I made it home from the fun range. I got the water in the house and pushed everything forward in the truck. I can put a row of firewood across the back here for a gentleman He comes into the store all the time, but he had soldier surgery, and he is in need of a little bit of firewood. And I said that I have some, and it's just right over here. So I am going to dig back into this stuff that is pretty much covered and give him some of this. Won't be a big loss for me, and hopefully it'll be a blessing for him. I just have to move a pallet and a piece of metal. Get down to some of the somewhat dry stuff. I know this stuff on top probably is a little bit wet, but down in there it looks pretty dry. So we'll get down in there for him, and yeah, hopefully that'll be a blessing for him. And I have plenty of it here. I can help people out. I've got lots. This is 3 years worth of wood for me probably. Anyway, so, and I have logs to just fill it all up again anyway. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm not gonna worry about filming it just because it's me walking in the dark, and I'm gonna pay attention to where I'm putting my feet and loading it in the truck and getting it done. Hey, Keone! There's a wild dog. The wildness is there. Hi! Am I scaring you? I gotta get to work. Keone! She's out here watching me load the truck. She says it's dark, but I still want to play. She can't even see him when I kick the ball. She can't even see it. Poor puppy dog. Man, it's a beautiful night though. It's got to be like 35 degrees outside. All right, so here's the deal. So this gentleman, I've seen him a couple times last week. Probably like 4 times last week. Out of the 5 days that I worked, he picked up a bundle of wood about that size, and it's not birch wood that he had either. It's spruce from the store. So if anybody from my store is watching, please don't tattle on me, because they're going to be mad they're not getting the sales off of their firewood bundles for a couple of days. But I offered, because he's paying $5.99 for about that much wood, you know. It's 5 pieces of spruce for $5.99, and that's an okay thing to do if you're gonna have a campfire or it's just a once in a while thing. But I got to talking to him and stuff, and he's just trying to stretch his diesel fuel a little bit farther this year. He's trying to get 2 years out of 1 year supply of diesel fuel just in case. He wants to stretch it as far as he can just in case. And I totally agree with that. But yeah, I was just like, you know what? I wanna do something for you. I'm gonna load up a row. If you don't mind, I'll load up a row in the back of my truck. 1 row is all I got. You know, that's all I put in there. It's not full to the front or anything. You know, it's just 1 row. It's up to the top of the box. It's not stuffed or anything great or spectacular, but it's a bunch of those though back there. And then he can take that money and buy some more heating fuel with it now, and it'll just make it that much better for him. It'll stretch it that much better. Like I said earlier, you know, he had soldier surgery and he just wasn't able to do firewood this year. And I have plenty of firewood hanging around. It's not like I'm doing this either so that everybody gives me the kudos. Please don't. Understand that I'm doing this and I'm showing this on my channel because I would like every one of my subscribers, all 637 of you, or even if it's just the 25 people who watch the videos. You know, I get like 25 to 50 views on my videos, average. And even if that's what I get, if I can get half of those people, go do something nice for somebody else without expecting anything in return. That's what I'm asking you to do. I'm challenging you to go help somebody. We're in the holiday season, they call it. It's almost Christmas. I just want to challenge each and every one of you that watch this video. Go out and do something nice for somebody else. Don't tell me how wonderful I am. You leave a comment on this video about what you have done. So go do something nice for somebody else and then come back to this video and leave me a comment to say what you did for somebody else. That's what I'm asking for. That's what I would really love to have. I would love to have a community of people who are willing to go out and do something nice for somebody else. I'm not giving them any money. I could open up my wallet and hand him some dollar bills and say, here you go buy some fuel. No, I'm giving from myself something that I did, and I have plenty of it. I will be the first to admit it. I have plenty of firewood. I am set for a few years, and I am more than happy to share the wealth with other people. But Keone wants me to play some more with her, so I need to do that. Quit kicking this horse, right? So, thank you for watching this edition of Not So Remote Alaska. And until next time, may God bless and keep each and every one of you. And with that, I am out.